Good evening, caller, and welcome to Education Matters with Jim O'Connell. Who do we have?
Hi, Jim. How are you? It's Rosanna McMahon calling.
Hi, Rosanna. How are you?
Good. I just wanted to call in and vouch for, I'm one of the parents that I have to say it's time for the parents of Manchester to speak up and support our public schools. It's just time.
I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. Well, we're starting with you.
Yeah. So, the pandemic, that time was, it was extremely difficult for a lot of us.
Yeah.
I can only speak for myself, but I'm a parent of a special needs child who, he had a difficult time. It was 18 months, with no school, with no in-person schooling.
Right.
And, people like Victoria Sullivan, they want to talk about school choice. There's no school choice, and that's just wrong. I was able to reach out to the superintendent, and I did have choice. I did have school choice. And I was able to find a school for my son, and it happens to be McDonough, and it's diverse, and it's a fabulous school. All of a sudden, because of school choice, and because of the choice that I had, the superintendent, they gave me a choice between Webster and McDonough.
Good.
And I went with diversity.
Well, I'm glad. Principal De Benedetto is a wonderful guy. Does a great job over there. He's been there a long time, and he runs a pretty tight ship. So I'm glad that worked out for you, Rosanna. And thank you very much for the call.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right, bye. There's a satisfied customer. I love it. Yeah, I just got to finish my story if I could. Just so I was appalled. The CEO says to the CF, I'm sorry for all the C's, but says, okay, what do you need? And the guy said, well, we're going to cut out the conference in San Francisco, and we're not going to the trade show in Chicago. And it's like, okay, so my budget just got halved for the year, like a couple of $1 million or something. It's gone, and I'm like, no, what am I going? So I was looking at the CEO, going, are you losing your mind? Anyway. The CFO was delighted. He folded up his stuff, closed his laptop. He had the biggest win of the day. He was flying back to California to the corporate headquarters. And as he's walking out of the room, the CEO said to him, and I was agitated, but the CEO was like this to me, like honest. And he said to the CFO, he said, we'll send you the new sales figures in the morning. And the CFO turned around and said, like, what do you mean new sales figures? And he said, well, you're taking half the marketing budget and advertising budget away. So there'll be a corresponding reduction in the top line number for sales. So, 50% less advertising might mean 50% lower numbers. We'll send you all the new numbers. So that just taught me then. Like, I could have fought with the guy for the whole day at the management meeting. Instead of that, it was like, give him everything he wants. But there is a direct connection between what you spend and the outcome. And you have to be able to demonstrate it. And in the schools, we haven't done a good job of that, of saying that when you give us, $1 million for whatever it is, and I know it's very difficult and it's not a business, it's a school, but we have to be able to show that, for instance, if we can lower class sizes at elementary school in, say, third grade from 26, 27, 28 kids a class to 18, 19, 20, that over a period of 2 years, look at the result, look what we can do. And I trust the people of Manchester to respond then and say, we should do this for all our kids.
If I could, Jim, I just wanted to comment on the caller about public education. I think that it is so important that we support public education. I think that over the last several years, and there's been bills up in Concord to provide incentives for parents to take their kids out of the public school and to charter schools and private schools and all of that. And I think, our future is with public education. And I really think it's important that we continue to support public education and not give up on it. And I don't want to be frivolous about it or trite about it, but I really think that sometimes people have given up on public education, and their out is to go and start these charter schools. And I think there's more opportunity than people know in the public schools, just like she explained.
Thank you. Hey, good evening, caller. Go ahead.
Hey, Jim. Hey, so my point was just that in Manchester, there actually is school choice. People like Victoria, they want to say, put your kids in charter schools, put your kids in private schools if it doesn't work for you. And you know what? For me, public schools in Manchester do work. We do have a choice.
Right.
And that worked for me. Manchester, They gave me a choice. My child is special needs, and I had a choice.
Right.
I was able to have my son go to a different school, and for the first time in about 4 years, my son is looking forward to going to school. He's excited for school. And I just need to know that I need for you guys to know that we should not give up on our public schools.
Absolutely.
I love the Manchester School District, and I want for everyone to start supporting our public schools.
Here.
And that's really what I wanted to say.
Thank you. I appreciate. Here. Great.
It's important.
It is.
It's more important now than ever. I have to tell you.
Right. You're exactly right. Thank you, Rosanna. I appreciate this, you getting back. Thank you.
All right, Jim.
Thanks a lot.